Another day, another story. On December 17, 2024, a Kamaka Air Cessna Caravan crashed into an abandoned building near Daniel K. Inouye International Airport in Honolulu, resulting in the deaths of both individuals on board. The aircraft, operating as Kamaka Air Flight 689, departed from runway 4 left at approximately 3:15 p.m., destined for Lanai Airport. Shortly after takeoff, the plane crashed into a vacant building scheduled for demolition. Fortunately, no one was inside at the time. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. Emergency responders, including the Honolulu Fire Department and Honolulu Emergency Medical Services, arrived promptly. The resulting fire was confined to the building's exterior and the aircraft, and was quickly extinguished. The identities of the victims have not been released. Honolulu's Department of Transportation Director, Ed Sniffen, described the incident as an absolute tragedy but noted that it could have been more severe, as the pilot appeared to make adjustments to minimize the impact. The crash site was near an airport fueling station, which was not affected. Both the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, are conducting investigations to determine the cause of the crash. Governor Josh Green and Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi have expressed condolences to the victims' families and emphasized the dedication and risks undertaken by those involved in Hawaii's essential goods movement. Star advertiser: This incident is the latest in a series of aviation accidents near Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, including the ditching of Transar Flight 810 in 2021. The investigation into the December 17 crash is ongoing, and further details will be provided as they become available. While they have not been identified by officials, sources close to the family identified one of the victims as Hiram DeFries, a Punahou School graduate in his 20s who was a pilot in training. Multiple first responder agencies, including the Honolulu Fire Department and Honolulu Police Department, responded to the incident. A witness who works in the area tells Hawaii News Now he heard a loud crash and saw a plane on fire. "I was working and all of a sudden had a loud, one big boom, and I looked out and there was just some freaking clouds of smoke and my co-workers told me a plane crashed right next to our building," he said. Nancy Teamcore works just down the street. "I was sitting at my desk and all of a sudden, I saw a small plane fly past my office window, which is on the 7th floor. And I went, oh, he's really, really low," and he started banking and going back towards the airport, and then I heard a loud bang, she said. Fire officials said the plane hit the exterior stairwell area, and flames were confined to the exterior portion of the building. According to audio transmissions from Kamaka Air 689, the pilot told the control tower, "We're out of control here." The National Transportation Safety Board has opened an investigation into the crash. According to the NTSB, the flight crew reported control anomalies shortly after takeoff. 3 NTSB investigators are traveling to the accident site and will document the site and airplane wreckage. Witnesses to the accident or those who have surveillance video or other information that could be relevant to the investigation are asked to contact the NTSB at witness@ntsb.gov. David Hinderland, Kamaka Air CEO, issued the following statement: "It is with heavy hearts that Kamaka Air confirms the loss of 2 members of the Kamaka Air family in an accident at 3:13 this afternoon near the Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. We are not releasing the names of the pilots until family members have had a chance to process this tragedy, and we hope the media will give them the same consideration. In the meantime, we are making ourselves available to the Hawaiian Department of Transportation, the National Transportation Safety Board, and the Federal Aviation Administration for investigation into this accident, and we will also share appropriate information with the media as it is confirmed over the coming hours and days. At this time, we ask for your patience, as you know the urgency of getting correct information that not only offers a clear understanding of what happened, but to assure that the information is handled appropriately." All airport facilities remained operational, but Uolina and O'Leal streets were closed for several hours. The failure and sudden drop in altitude could have happened for a number of reasons inside the cockpit, but with the direction of the turn, it looks like the plane was attempting to head back to the DKI runway. When discussing a left banking maneuver seen in the footage, the pilot did say a Cessna of that size needs a significant amount of power to hold a 90-degree banked turn. When asked about fail-safe plans if a plane starts to go down, he said there is a checklist, but from the looks of it, there was not much time and they were too close to the ground. In this case, it's a tragic ending to what must have been split-second decision-making in the air. Sniffen called the incident an absolute tragedy, but he said it could have been much worse because the pilot appeared to have made several adjustments to minimize impacts. Sniffen said an airport fueling station was not far from the impact site. He said the Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board will be investigating. Honolulu Fire Department Chief Sheldon Howe said the fire from the crash was contained to the exterior of the building and the downed aircraft, and that it was quickly extinguished. Howe expressed condolences to the Kamaka Ahana. Jim Ireland, director of Honolulu EMS, said the crash happened just a couple of blocks from EMS headquarters and that first responders were on the scene soon after the crash. A woman who works near the airport told Hawaii News Now she saw a small blue and white plane pass by her 7th floor office window and then heard a loud bang. Heavy black smoke was seen in the area near the air cargo facilities. Ualina and O'Leal streets near Daniel K. The streets were reopened just before 6 p.m. City officials said in a statement. The Honolulu Emergency Operations Center is partially activated in response to the incident near the Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. The city's Department of Emergency Management is monitoring the situation, and multiple first responder agencies, including the Honolulu Fire Department and Honolulu Police Department, have responded to the incident. Governor Josh Green issued a statement, saying, shortly after 3 this afternoon, TOT responded to a plane crash into an unoccupied building on Ualina Street. All airport facilities are operational, however, the roads surrounding the plane crash are closed. TOT is coordinating with airport employees and Terminal 3 occupants to provide safe transportation to areas not needed for the response to the crash. Jamie's and my hearts go out to the pilot and passenger and their families, as well as to all who have experienced this traumatic event. Services are available to help you process what you have witnessed. Call 211 Aloha United Way for assistance. Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi said in a separate statement, "This heartbreaking incident reminds us of the dedication and risks taken by those who help keep Hawaii's essential goods moving. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone impacted by this tragedy during this incredibly difficult time. We also extend our gratitude to the first responders who swiftly arrived at the scene to provide assistance. The city stands ready to support Kamaka Air and all those affected in any way we can." Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.